So you looking to upgrade your gaming mouse? Well, this Gigabyte mouse certainly has many of the gaming style looks, but do those looks match with the performance? Well, you know, while I would say overall I really do love this mouse, it just had a few problems with it that I just flat out didn't expect with a mouse of this caliber. But you know, we'll get into that in a little bit. And by the way, I'll give you guys a disclaimer really quickly. Even though this mouse isn't too big, I have a lot to talk about it. So just, you know, buckle up and we'll talk about this interesting mouse. So first off, the packaging. It's terrible. So those included weights that come with the mouse, they were just flopping around the whole thing whenever I first got it, which is not exactly the definition of protection and security with the packaging. On top of that, the manual is essentially just shoved into the packaging, which really smushes it up a little bit, which makes it pretty difficult to honestly use, so that kind of sucks. So basically, moral of the story about the packaging, Gigabyte, you need to redesign it. It fucking sucks. You know, it might work for some other mice that don't have as much fancy stuff as this mouse does, but it doesn't work at all for this mouse, so fix that shit. So another thing in that box is the included driver disk, which also includes some software that you can use to customize the mouse. The drivers work just fine for me, but the included software isn't the best, and the installation process pretty much sucks. The manual recommends that you install the full version of the software, but whenever I tried to do that, it kept telling me that I didn't have Java installed already. So basically, I could only install the basic version of the software or some stupid shit like that. And what the fuck? I do have Java on my computer. I made sure about that. And even if I didn't, like a fucking idiot, don't tell me to fucking download Java myself. You do it for me. Your fucking computer. You can do that shit. So you know, because of that, I'm gonna call this software shitware. By the way, I'll also mention really quickly the included weights that allows you to customize the weight of this mouse. If that's your thing, hey, that's cool. There's 4 different weights that you can, you know, change the weight of the mouse with. If that's your thing, that's cool. I didn't really get too excited about it, but you know. Okay, let's move on to the actual mouse at this point. So as you see, the mouse is nice and wired, which I actually prefer, and it has a good braided cord, which makes it, I guess, just move a little bit better. I think it catches less on stuff, and it just looks better too. It has 4 different DPI settings, which seem to satisfy me pretty nicely. I just went on the lower ones, to be honest, because I don't need my mouse to just go fucking crazy. And also, I believe the sensor on the bottom is infrared because you don't see that annoying light, and that's a really premium feature that I really do love to see on this mouse. Oh yeah, and check out that ghost logo on the top. That's pretty damn cool. It also breathes in and out on 4 or 5 different color modes, and there's like, I don't know, probably about like 20 different colors that you can pick, although some of the colors really aren't that different from each other, but it's still pretty cool. Even though the DPI settings right there, like the lights, they don't change with the color that the ghost logo is, which kind of sucks. And you know, I will say that scroll wheel is, I'm not too crazy about it. It's not really bad at all, and you can do like the side scrolling too with it, but overall, it's just not as premium as I feel it should be on a mouse that is supposed to be this premium. And on top of that, the side grips really aren't anything to get too excited about either. They're pretty much just plain Jane, and I wanted to see something a little bit fancier, more gaming style, and less just plain Jane crap. The mouse also has customizable buttons, which you can program using the included shitware. But there's actually only 2 buttons that are truly worth customizing, so it's pretty much a waste. And just so you know, the 2 buttons are the front and back, like you can go forward in a page, go backward in a page on a browser buttons. I don't really see the point of those being customizable, really. Also, if your hands are pretty big, I have a feeling that you wouldn't really be too satisfied with the size of this mouse. My hands really aren't that big, and I feel like I can palm the thing pretty easily. So if you have big hands, maybe you should go with the bigger mouse. So this mouse is pretty cool overall. I love the breathing effect of the lights and all the weights, customizability and everything. It has some really nice premium features, but I was disappointed with a couple areas, and honestly, I really don't feel like it's worth the price that Gigabyte's asking for it. They need to fix other aspects of it before it's really worth that price. That said, I also have Gigabyte's M6900 mouse, which seems to be maybe a better well-rounded. It doesn't have as many premium features, but has better side grips, has better scroll wheel, and honestly, overall, well, it's also $20 cheaper, so overall, I think it's just a better mouse. So Gigabyte, if you guys are watching this video, please combine the M6900 and this M8000X mouse, because these, especially the side grips, the scroll wheel, work on that and like maybe have this color actually change and stuff like that. More macro key buttons, because those areas of this mouse, it's really not up to par for what you're wanting people to pay for it. That said, if you do fix all of those areas in one mouse, that will be fucking dominant, and I would be willing to pay even $60 or $70 on it, to be honest, because I think that'd be pretty fucking cool. Oh, by the way, as I'm putting my script up, it'd also be awesome if you fix the shitware. I guess, yeah, it's not too good, to be honest. But let's get to the task at hand, and by the way, in the future I think I will review the M6900 because it probably does deserve a review. But back to this M8000X, is it really worth your hard-earned cash? If I didn't know about Gigabyte's M6900 mouse, I would probably say that this mouse is pretty fucking dope. But considering that the M6900 is cheaper and Charlie's meowing, then I kind of think the M6900 is a better deal. This mouse isn't bad, and you know, it's kind of cool, but Gigabyte needs to fix some more stuff before I can truly recommend it. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think like the breathing ghost light and the customizable weights and the braided cord, do you think that's worth the extra $20, even though the side grips and the scroll wheel are considerably crappier in my opinion? Or do you think that maybe a better budget mouse with, you know, a couple things that this mouse doesn't have is better? I'd like to hear what you guys think in the comments section. And also, if you guys want to see that M6900 review, I will come out with that, because that mouse is pretty impressive for the price Gigabyte's asking for that one. But beyond that, thank you guys so much for checking out this review. I hope you found it helpful. By the way, I'll also show you guys my shirt that I got for Christmas. A bunch of controllers, and at the bottom it says Control Freak, which you probably can't see. But a lot of controllers and stuff like that. So it's kind of a cool shirt. Charlie's still meowing behind me, by the way. Maybe I'll move this. Yep, there's Charlie. There's Mavi, and Goose is sitting on my chair right now. But thank you guys for checking out this review, and I'll see you crazy motherfuckers later. Peace out.